stop Drogba getting himself into further trouble.
African sport is on the rise. Case in point, rugby, the best team in the world right now is South Africa. In cricket, the just a T20 World Cup, Zimbabwe and South Africa are in the top 5 of the best cricket teams in the world, as far as T20 is concerned. And here comes CAF. African football, as African content creators, as passionate journalists of African football, we are striving, going out of our way to defend the African continent, the motherland, the cradle of humankind. And here comes the review board of CAF saying, okay guys, we're almost at the peak of the mountain. What if we take a step back? And the step back they took is an utter disgrace. How is it possible? Okay, in a football game, right? In a given football game, there are 4 officials who are in the pitch. One in the in center of the pitch, the main referee, the first linesman, the second official, the other linesman, then the guy who holds the ball, the 4th official. So 4 people, and with the inclusion of video-assisted refereeing, there are now 3 other referees: VAR, assistant, second assistant. And those 8 people, okay, well, if we count their brains, those are 40 brains. 40 brains. They couldn't take it and say, Senegal late by 10 minutes. Let's end the game. How can we stand now? How can we defend now saying African football is the best in the world? Where will we be standing? Who will we be talking to now? The amount of... I can't even begin to say it. The likes of Jimmy Carragher and other journalists are saying African football is a disgrace. It doesn't qualify to be on the world stage. What can we say to them now? How will we defend ourselves? Okay, if the game was played on the 14th of January, right? There was 15 January, and then there was 31 January. It took you 2 months. 2 months to read Article 84. 2 months. And said they delayed it for 10 minutes. Okay, in the next tournament, as far as CAF is concerned, so we are crying to you, CAF, in the next tournament, please don't give us a date to say our tournament is starting from 19 January to 20 February, because it won't end in 20 February. Rather, you say it's ending in 20 April, because that's what you do. Okay, where is the feel now? So do you think the Moroccan players will feel to say we are now champions? So they are going to have a trophy ceremony again. Who is going to watch it? So in the next tournament, if players say, okay, in a given game, if players are saying they are not being treated well, who is the problem? Who is to be reviewed? So you review the players. What about the referees? Why were the players crying? Everyone was saying this tournament was the referees were siding for Morocco. Everyone was siding for Morocco. And now what do you say for yourselves? What do you have to say now? The beautiful game is gone. The beautiful game is gone. In another instance, in Europe, it's not only in Africa. In Europe, recently, the FA, the England Football Association, reviewed that in a game between Brighton and Arsenal, Brighton deserved the penalty, but Brighton lost. So if you say they deserve the penalty, what does that change? What change is going to come from that? When I tell you football is going through the drains, the revolution of football is taking us back to where we think we are coming from. The revolution is actually a U-turn, not an incline climb. It's a U-turn. Right now, Confederation of African Football is sent us as African journalists, as African sports people, as African football, and as everyone of African descent. We have been sent back 50 years. How do we recover now? Let's say the next tournament is in 2028, right? And we hear that Zimbabwe and other countries are pushing to host that. Let's say it is hosted by Zimbabwe. And the protest and the claims and the claims being done by Senegal to say they will and the appeals Senegal is waiting to put to the courts, they are not taken seriously, and then they lose. Will Senegal come to Zimbabwe? Will the star players come to the Africa Cup of Nations? Africa is a giant, the biggest giant we have known thus far. And in every football, or the so acclaimed top 5 football leagues, who are the best players? You can't count 3 players not involving an African player. Okay, in every team, let's say in the English Premier League, if you say in Everton, give us 5 best players from Everton. Number 2, Ndiaye, Senegalese player. Liverpool, in Liverpool we have Mohamed Salah. Manchester City, we have Semenyo. I am out of words. I am out of words.